Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Gimme 5 series, where we share 5 useful e-commerce tips that will help improve your strategies and get you on the road to success. My name is Eric Litch, and today we're going to focus on how to choose the right digital commerce platform for your software and subscription business. So let's get started. First tip is you really need to assess what your internal capabilities are in terms of integrating and managing lots of disparate systems. In order to successfully sell online globally, you have to manage a number of different capabilities, from payments to subscription management to e-commerce to marketing. All of these things need to be managed, and so if you use disparate systems for all of these different things, you have to integrate them all together and then integrate those into your ERP systems and your CRM applications. And so that can be quite cumbersome. So if you don't have a lot of internal capabilities to manage that, or you don't want to deal with all the expense and hassle of dealing with that, you can look for packaged offerings that provide a lot of these capabilities out of the box. So you really need to assess how much you want to go for best-of-breed point solutions that you integrate and tie together, or fully packaged offerings. Second, you need to decide what kind of payment model is right for you. There are two principal kinds of payment models in the industry. One is the merchant of record model, and the other one is what we call a PSP, or payment service provider, or sometimes called payment facilitator model. There are many advantages to the merchant of record model, where the payment processor that you're using actually serves as the technical merchant of record for the transaction. If you leverage this kind of model, you can actually leverage the entire infrastructure that your payment provider has in terms of all of their local entities all over the world, all the local payment methods that they support, without having those entities or bank accounts yourself in any of those jurisdictions. If you leverage a PSP model, oftentimes you will actually have to set up bank accounts and entities in the local jurisdictions in order to have any kind of local payment methods. And local payment methods matter because we've shown time and time again that conversion rates, authorization rates, all of those go up if you support local payment methods, if you provide shopper support in a native language. Third, you really need to think about how flexible the offerings that you are buying are. While you might have the concrete strategy today as to how you want to sell and market your products, that might change down the road, and you don't want to switch out everything in order to do that. You may decide, let's say, to do one type of subscription model today, and then tomorrow you may say, we need to pivot and change to maybe a usage-based model. So you want to make sure that your vendors can support those kinds of changes. So flexibility really is key. Fourth, you need to pick a vendor that has a really solid reputation built over years, and that has very solid compliance processes and procedures internally. That spans not just privacy and security, data security compliance, but also if, let's say, you're using the merchant of record model and you're relying on them to do tax, remittance and collection, that they have really solid procedures to stay up on those ever-changing tax rules throughout the world. Fifth, you need to look at the total cost of ownership of the solutions that you're selecting. Not just the hard costs quoted to you by your vendors, but all of the add-on charges that might be passed on, like foreign exchange fees and other charges related to payments, chargeback fees, refund fees. All those kinds of fees add up over time. Also, your internal costs, the costs associated with actually integrating these solutions, managing them internally, and providing all the kinds of services that are needed to support the payment. So make sure you take a really comprehensive look at the full cost of ownership of your solution. So those are the 5 tips for how to select a digital commerce solution. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave us any questions you might have, and see you next time with more e-commerce tips.